Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please hit the subscribe. Now this start video. The Counting on alum recently showed support for her cousin Jill after she released her memoir, documenting the tribulations of her childhood. Now Amy, 36, has continued to show her disregard for Jim Bob, 58, and his strict religious beliefs. The reality star took to her Instagram profile over the weekend to snap a photo of herself while attending a concert in Arkansas. The TV personality was joined by her husband Dylan King, 37, as the couple enjoyed an evening out without their son, Daxton. Amy showed off her figure in a revealing red minidress, covered in a floral pattern with lace stitching down the front. The mother of one paired the look with pink earrings and light makeup, and wore her brunette hair down straight. She showed off both cleavage and her legs in the snap, blatantly going against her uncle Jim Bob's rules of modesty. Amy grinned as she held on tight to her husband, who had a beer can in his hand. In a second shot, the pair posed for a selfie, and in a third, the TLC alum showed off a sweet snap of them holding hands. She captioned her post, "I watched the cutest couple last night. They had to be in their 80s. They were dancing, well, a little side rocking, and still holding hands and laughing together. That's what I want too." At King Dillpickle, Bray A. King Free, Amy and a few others in her family have decided to rebel against the Institute in Basic Life Principles church that her uncle Jim Bob and his wife Michelle, 57, follow. Growing up, the TV star and her cousins were expected to follow strict rules of modesty, including a conservative dress code for women consisting of long dresses or skirts and long sleeves. They also discouraged the use of birth control use and required parental chaperones, while their children went on dates before marriage. Some of Jim Bob and Michelle's children have left the church to follow a more modern sect of Christianity. Giles Wards. The most outspoken of the bunch is Jill Duggar, 32, who recently released a memoir of her childhood, entitled Counting the Cost. Jill has not seen much support from her family regarding the release of the book, as it outlines much of her childhood trauma growing up in the IBLP community. Family is super. Amy, however, made sure to show support for her cousins surrounding the book's release. The 36-year-old took to her Instagram profile last week to share a black and white selfie with the newly published author. The cousins smiled side by side with their hair tied back in buns, wearing t-shirts and sunglasses. The former TV personality captioned the post, "May God bless the people who read your heart. You are going to help so many hurting people, and that's what it's all about. I understand being cautious to trust. We've talked about it, and it's still so difficult given what all we've been through. But through it all, I'm so glad God has given us strength." Amy continued, "I said it so many times, and it's still so true. I love how you and at Derek Dillard stand for truth. God goes before you both, cheering you on all the way. Love, Ames." The post garnered nearly 16,000 likes, as fans love to see the TLC alum supporting Jill's new tell-all memoir. To the surprise of many, Jim Bob's sister and Amy's mother Deanna also took to the comments section to share her own words of praise. "I love who you are, Amy. My precious daughter. God is moving. And I do believe your time is coming to share your story and everything that makes you who you are." In a separate comment to Jill specifically, she wrote, "I am very, very proud of Jill and Derek. I pray your book is a huge bestseller." Amy Duggar stood in front of her full-length mirror, admiring the reflection of the bold choice she had made for the evening. The plunging red minidress she wore was a striking contrast to the modest attire typically expected in her family. She adjusted the hem slightly, revealing just enough of her legs to make a statement but not so much as to feel uncomfortable. Tonight was going to be different. Tonight, she was going to break free from Jim Bob's rules and enjoy the concert with her husband Dylan, without worrying about the inevitable whispers and raised eyebrows. Dylan entered the room, his eyes widening as he took in Amy's appearance. "Wow," he said, a grin spreading across his face. "You look amazing." "Thanks," Amy replied, feeling a surge of confidence. "I figured it was time for a change." Dylan nodded approvingly. "You're going to turn some heads tonight. That's the plan, Amy said with a wink. As they made their way to the concert venue, Amy couldn't help but feel a mix of excitement and nervousness. She knew that stepping out in such a daring outfit would cause a stir, especially within the Duggar clan. Jim Bob's rules about modesty were well known.